most other trees, the wood and the bark are the two things everybody looks at. Those are the two, in bushcraft, important elements of the tree. However, one thing that people forget about is the leaves. And these are the leaves of a basswood, the one right behind me actually. And this is one leaf, and this is the baby leaves. These are the young infant leaves as they're starting to get ready to grow. And in fact, they're quite tasty. Taste a little bit like a lettuce or a cabbage. I'd say a lettuce more than cabbage actually. These larger leaves though are just as useful. Often I'll take several of these leaves together, piling them on top of each other, and I'll place my food right in the center of the top one, and then I'll fold them all together, bundling them up, and I'll lash it on top to hold it all together, and I can put those in the coals or the ashes of my fire and actually cook my meal. Once I take it out of the fire, which is usually when the outer core has been the outer shell has been scorched, I brush off all the charred parts and I can eat it like a sandwich, or I can open it up and I can take my meal out and there I have with a plate. Either way works. I usually prefer to eat the whole thing whole because the leaves have a lot of nutrients in them and they're very moist, and of course they're non-poisonous, so why not eat them? The leaves have several colors to them, as you can tell. This is a younger one, and these are getting actually ready to turn yellow like these ones here. As you can see, fall's obviously here when the basswood starts to go brown. These will soon turn yellow themselves, and they're already starting here. However, even now, a little tougher than they are in the spring and summer, you can still eat them. Of course, with a large collection like this, you could actually feed several people. And again, they taste very similar to lettuce, so in fact, there you go, salad out in the woods. You can cook them or you can eat them raw, either way works. This is the third piece of the basswood, so in that sense, we have wood for fire, wood for a bow drill, string to make the bow string, and string to actually bind our bundles together. So in fact, if we have to make a meal, one tree can get everything we need. We can start our fire, lash our bundles, steam cook our food inside the coals of that fire that's been made from that very same tree. So in a sense, this tree is a tree of life. It covers almost everything you need, just like oak, just like walnut, and just like cedar. And yet very few people actually look at these trees and say, I wonder how useful you are. And that's really what I'm talking about in these video series. Very few people look at these trees and go, wow, you're really useful. They kind of ignore a lot of the small uses. And the reason for these videos is for you to look outside the box, to think beyond what you usually think about, and start wondering what other uses there are out there for certain things. This is just one, basswood. And there's going to be several more in the future on these video series. My name is Caleb Musgrave. I want to thank you for watching Canadian Bushcraft.